Okay, hey guys, how's it going? So I am going to record a little video for a client, and I figured I could make it useful for everyone, and this is on transforms, specifically in Jands Vista, but it would really apply to any lighting software that has this capability, which I would think most do. So I've got some Rogue beams, Rogue R1 beams, I believe they are, yeah, the shorthand name. And so transforms mean that the position of the pan or tilt, or really any parameter, is changed in software instead of physically changed. So I've got Capture Argo running, and I've got one beam that excuse me, getting over a cold. So I got one beam that's going straight, and I've physically offset this one by, you can kind of tell, 3 degrees. And so if we wanted to go fix that in software instead of physically, because it's just too much of a pain to go do it, or maybe it's flown, or something like that. And so you figure out which one it is, and you go into the patch, and then down here under patch and transforms, there's this thing advanced. So this is where you would invert the pan and tilt if you needed to do that. But what it does when you do the invert pan, you're probably familiar with that at least, is it adds this transform. So you can turn it off, and it's the same thing right here. So what we do is we go into the transforms, we do an add, we do a pan, click OK, and then the offset right here allows us to fix it. So what I have found is 33 of this offset. I don't have a dongle running, so it's going to turn itself off every little bit. Is 90 degrees, and that's because this fixtures pan and tilt, at least the pan part, is 540 degrees, and then you've got plus or minus 200%. So plus or minus 100 goes on 546 times, and then so basically 90 degrees is 33 degrees. So in order to fix that, this you just turn that up 1 until it's good. It doesn't have to be perfect, I wouldn't say. You just want it better, because one of these is going to be, so 33 is 90. It goes in there 3 times, right? So, or roughly. So it's 1% per 3 degrees ish. So I did a 3 degree offset, and then now it's better. So if I now close this, then my fixtures are lined up, and I don't have to actually physically go out there and move around. So that's a great benefit. The downside to that, though, is if I run the transform at an offset, I've lost some of the I've lost the full ability of the fixture to go the full distance. So instead of 540, now I can only do, I did 90, 180, so 540 minus 180, 360. So now if I go to my fixture and I pan it, not that one, I need to redo his screen. So now it can only do 360 instead of the full 540 that it would normally be able to do. And there we go. So yeah, I hope this is helpful and you're able to see, what's going on. And I didn't mention this, but it's probably intuitive. Basically, the reason why I will tell people, hey, you should probably move it physically first, is because if it's physically set up correctly, then you still maintain that full 540 degrees. Plus or minus 3 degrees or 10 degrees or whatever isn't going to be a big deal. But if you start offsetting stuff 180 degrees and fixing it in software, and now you're doing, 100 and if you got an offset of like 100 degrees or something on a 540 fixture, now you've only got 440 degrees to play with. Well, sometimes that can be annoying, because if you want to get from, say, here all the way over to like that position, well, I can't get to here from there, because it's not enough, right? I've only got 360 play. So you have to go the full distance instead of a much smaller distance to be able to get to the spot. That could be a huge problem, especially in like theater or something like that. So those are, it's an awesome tool, obviously, but you got to be mindful of the difficulties associated, or not difficulties, but the pros and cons, the limitations of it. That's all. Thanks. Hope you'd like and subscribe. Have a great day.